Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's weather update. So, the severe weather threat continues into today, where we have an enhanced risk of severe weather across southeast Louisiana, southeast Mississippi, southern and central Alabama in the orange, and we have a slight risk covering much of the deep south, extending into the Tennessee Valley in the yellow, and a marginal risk in the dark green, extending up into the Midwest. Now, looking at today's tornado threat, we have a 10% chance of tornadoes touching down within 25 miles of a location across this yellow shaded area. This includes areas like New Orleans, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and Montgomery and Auburn, Alabama. So make sure you prepare for tornadoes, especially if you live in this area. We have a 5% chance of tornadoes in the brown section today and a 2% chance in the green area. And then we have a hatched area, and this signifies that we could be seeing EF2 tornadoes or stronger, a 10% chance within 25 miles of a location. So make sure that you are preparing for a couple of strong tornadoes today if you live in this black hatched area. Looking at the damaging wind threat, we're at 15% within 25 miles of a location across this yellow area of damaging winds of 58 miles per hour or stronger, and a 5% chance in the brown area. And with the hail threat, we are at a 15% chance of quarter-size hail or larger within 25 miles of a location across this yellow shaded area, and a 5% chance in the brown area. Going into tomorrow, we also have a slight risk of severe weather across portions of central southern Georgia, far southeast Alabama, and western Florida in the yellow, and marginal risk across the southeast in the dark green. Tomorrow's tornado threat is at 5% in the brown area within 25 miles of a location in southeast Alabama, central southern Georgia, and the Florida Panhandle, and 2% in the green area. Damaging wind risk is at 15% in the yellow area, 5% chance in the brown area for tomorrow. And then the hail threat is going to be pretty much non-existent tomorrow. So we don't have to worry about hail, thankfully, tomorrow across the southeast. Timing out the storms, as of 9 a.m., we got a big line of storms moving through western Tennessee, western Mississippi, and we're going to be seeing an increase in storm coverage across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama as we go into around 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is where we could start seeing supercells develop across portions of central southern Alabama, southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi by around noon. And especially as we go into between 2 and 5 o'clock, we could be seeing embedded supercells in a large multicellular complex across southern central Mississippi and southern central Alabama. This model also wants to put some possible embedded supercells in northern Alabama, so make sure you are watching as well. By 4 p.m., going into 6 and 7 p.m., we could still be seeing embedded supercells around central Alabama into western Georgia. And then going into the overnight, this round of storms is going to kind of merge into a line, but this second round, we could see a second round of storms starting to develop around 10 and 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time across portions of Louisiana and Mississippi, going into around midnight and 1 a.m. We could see more supercells develop across eastern Mississippi, northwest Alabama, and then this will go through the overnight hours, so we could be seeing nocturnal tornadoes again across eastern Mississippi and much of Alabama. So make sure you have a way of getting notified overnight, such as a NOAA weather radio for tornado warnings. And this will go into tomorrow morning across Georgia and western Florida. Looking at rainfall accumulations, flooding is going to be a threat as well, with widespread 2 to 4 inches across much of the south isolated areas could see 5 to 6 inches of rain. So make sure you're preparing for flooding as well. And looking at the Weather Prediction Center's excessive flooding rainfall outlook for today, we have a moderate risk of flash flooding in central and eastern Alabama, far western Georgia, slight risk covering much of Mississippi, Alabama, western Georgia, southern Tennessee, and southeast Louisiana, and in the marginal risk in the dark green. So make sure you prepare for flooding as well. So like yesterday, today's severe threat depends on storm mode. If we have more discrete supercells, we're going to have a higher tornado threat. We're going to have more tornadoes, more strong tornadoes. But if, like yesterday, we have a more messy multicellular storm mode, we're likely going to be seeing less tornadoes. So thanks for watching today's weather update. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day, my friends.